Hey y'all, I'm back. Welcome to the Multifaceted Mom, aka Lataya, and I'm back with another video. Hold on, my dog is trying to grab my water, y'all. Okay, so I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back and better and ready to be consistent because I got my life together a little more, y'all, mentally, and I just am very excited to get this channel back started. So with that being said, I wanted to start off doing a series that I am calling Luxury as a Mom. Okay, so in this series, we're going to be redefining luxury and what it means, especially as a mom, because I feel like the word needs to just be redefined in totality, okay? So I'm not sure if this is going to be a multiple part series, like containing like what, 6 parts or 5 parts or whatever. However, I really just want to make sure I hone in on the most important parts, which is what luxury is not, what luxury is, and how to get luxury or how to access a luxury lifestyle for yourself. So first, I just really want to just debunk what at least I thought luxury was. For one, I thought this luxury lifestyle was being able to attain this like millionaire status, being able to have a Mercedes Benz. That was for me. That was my car. Some people like Tesla. Some people like different cars. Honestly, yeah, we're gonna get on that. I also was like, oh, I need to be able to have the most expensive hair. I need to keep my nails done. I need to be able to afford a cleaner every 2 weeks. I need to be able to afford a cook and all of these different things that I don't necessarily feel like is luxury, right? I think that luxury can be those things, and also what it's not is materialistic things. Again, that's something that I've never really fallen to, like that propaganda of luxury being $1,000 bag. Like, I feel like even when I had the money and I thought about buying it, I just could not fathom buying a purse for $1,000 or $1,500 when I could go on Detroit Land Bank and buy a property and create generational wealth. So that's kind of always my mindset, and it's probably because of people who I listen to, and just like the self-development content I listen to, and just I listen to people who are smarter than me, okay? Because if I listen to the people that are my peers, it's like blind leading the blind, and that's not what I'm trying to do, right? But, and also luxury is not unattainable. It's not a one size fits all. I really think luxury is just misdefined, especially when it comes to motherhood and being a mom and honestly just an individual. For me, the way I describe luxury is having options. And you can have options no matter if you fall below a certain income, if you are in middle class, if you are in upper middle class. I think you can create options for yourself. It just depends on what type of options that you particularly need in the season that you're in. Luxury for me is defining what life you want. Is defining and designing the life that you want for yourself. So if you are a person that you don't really care about your nails being done, or you care about your nails being done, but you don't have to go get acrylic, you don't have to go get gel added on your nails, you can simply polish your nails at home or do press-ons, and you just care about looking presentable in a way you want to look presentable, that can be your definition of luxury. Like for me, guys, at one point I was trying to get my eyebrows microbladed because I'm like, oh, like I need to have my eyebrows like darker and it needs to look like my face is done all the time. And in reality, the more I thought about it, I was just like, everybody pretty much looks the same with microbladed eyebrows. Why am I truly trying to get my eyebrows microbladed? I'm looking at my face and my face is pretty as fuck, okay? And I am so focused on trying to look like everybody else because I'm seeing people who have this access to luxury have a certain look, have certain clothing, have certain cars, have certain backgrounds and houses. As y'all see, it's stuff on my wall right now. For me, that's not, I have kids. So for me, I'm just like, in this season, my luxury isn't having spick and span perfect walls right now, right? So that's what I mean when it comes to defining luxury for the season you in, and defining luxury for yourself and how you want it to be. For me, having options is extremely important, and it just depends on where you want these options to be. So everybody's circumstances are going to look completely different, okay? Very, very different. So as I'm speaking throughout this video, I want you to try to apply it to your specific situation in your life, because sometimes my luxury might look different than somebody else's luxury. So for me, for example, I define luxury, or part of my luxury experience, and what I want right now is to have a good supportive system, or a good support system for me and my children. And because I moved out of state by myself with my children, it does not mean that I'm going to go back to Detroit to be comfortable and have that experience. It means that I'm going to figure out how to create that for myself. I'm going to figure out how to create options for myself. And that's kind of what I did over the last year. I have a few options to watch my children when I can go to different events. I have a few mom friends that I can have mom play dates with, and my kids can have friendships with other people. So again, like, really think about what having options means for you. For me, it also means being able to record this video right now, because truth be told, it's 9 p.m. and I have to go to work tomorrow. However, because I work from home, thankfully, and I wanted a work from home job, I am able to, put my gym on the back burner, or put my gym like a little later. Usually I wake up at 4 a.m., but I'm going to probably wake up around 5 a.m. And if I don't wake up until 6, I'm at least able to go to the gym for an hour before I start work, or at least kind of be online and still be at the gym. So for me, that's my options that I'm creating. As moms, we tend to pour into everybody else and not pour into ourselves. And what I mean by that is, not only are we physically taking care of other people. If you have a husband, you're taking care of your husband. If you have kids, you're taking care of them. But we are mentally pouring into people to where sometimes we don't even have the brain capacity to think about what we want for our lives. So when you think about how you're designing your life, what you design, or what type of luxury you need within this season of your life, within your life period, you need to create the space to even think about what you want for yourself. Because sometimes we could get into such a rat race of trying to, for one, we always are scrolling on TikTok. We always are scrolling on Instagram and even YouTube. If you are on YouTube digesting somebody else's life to essentially escape yours and not really figure out what you want, you are going to end up defining your life for what other people have. And that was honestly me. I would literally look at my life and just be like, oh my God, I need a bigger place. I need a different car. Because this other mom who has kids is able to get into this nice car without that engine check light being on, and they're able to, remote start their car. They're able to do all of these things with their car, and I would feel like not grateful for what I have, and also feel like, oh, they have a Tesla. Okay, I want a Tesla. Oh, they have a Mercedes Benz. Oh, they rolling off the lot with a Mercedes Benz with a big bow on it. I want that for myself. Oh, I want to be able to fly my kids first class because I love traveling. And when I finally was able to kind of get out of that mindset, get out of that social media world, I had to really realize you don't have to live life in a certain way in order for it to be luxurious for yourself. This past weekend, I was able to decorate my balcony just randomly. I brought some $6 lawn chairs for my kids. I brought me like a $60, like they had this set, $60 little balcony set or whatever. And I was like, oh, let me go get some fake grass from Home Depot. Literally $100 just to decorate my balcony, and it already made me feel like I'm having a luxurious experience because my balcony looks nice. My kids are able to just, they're enjoying it. They are literally loving their own little play area space. I used the same slide and trampoline that I had to make it look like an experience. And for me, that is the luxurious experience that I want for myself. Another thing with having options is, for me, y'all know I was laid off for 16 months, and that was in the field of marketing, right? And I went back to school before I was laid off. I went back to school to go become a therapist. And when I tell you I ended up getting a job the month before I became a therapist, I then started being in marketing. And at first I was feeling like, oh my God, I'm not doing what I said I wanted to do. I'm not doing therapy. I haven't taken my national counseling exam yet. And then I realized, like, if I was to be laid off again, the difference between last time and this time is that I actually have a whole second career option. Like, I don't have to stick to marketing. I can literally study for my tests within 2 months and be able to get into mental health. I'm able to actually start a private practice in Texas. I have created options for myself by being able to go back to school and do a different career field. Not only that, if you are a person who, let's say you don't have that same route, let's say that you are somebody with no degree, create options for yourself in this area to where you can learn a skill. It's so many free courses out here, so many free YouTube videos out here. Choose one thing per 90 days and master one skill per 90 days. That's something that you can do. For me, I started a business. That's another option that for me I had to create for myself. And that's something that is a luxury. It is a privilege. And a lot of people do not have that privilege because, for one, they have not created that for themselves. And secondly, sometimes, especially when you're a mom, you are so engulfed in motherhood and taking care of other people that you can't even really fathom what you actually want for yourself. You can't even fathom trying to take care of the future when you're so in the midst of trying to take care of the present. So just the thought of, going back to my first point and creating the space and the capacity to even think about it is a luxury in itself. And it's a luxury for the chapter you're in now. So far we talked about what is luxury, what is not luxury, and now I just want to kind of close it out with how can we start to create it for ourselves. So again, creating luxury for yourself is pretty much really focused on what you want and designing what you want for yourself. What is not is trying to measure up to other people's circumstances and people that don't have similar lives as you. You cannot describe like, oh, you can't describe your luxury according to what somebody else has that you don't have. You really need to figure out what you want. Even if 5 years from now you want to be able to travel on a private jet or travel first class, let's kind of keep it a lower level. You can still get there, but how can we get there? How can we take little baby steps to get there? How about you just catch the flight to Spirit first? How about you figure out how to start saving a little money at a time, like out of each check, to then be able to afford first class if you want to take that route. Like, we need to figure out what's important to us now and how we can take little steps to get there and how we can create our many versions of luxury for the chapters that we're in. For me right now, luxury, I just actually booked a trip to Miami. Very random, okay? It's a 2-day trip to Miami, and my only focus, honestly, is unplugging, being at the beach with my children, being able to let them run around on the beach with me, and we just enjoy some breakfast. We enjoy a slow morning. We enjoy relaxing, and it's going to be kind of like a backpacking trip for us, and it's like, why not? I don't have to do a week because whatever mom did a week, I don't have to do every single thing that it is to do in Miami because so my overall point is really focus on what matters to you. What matters to you within the first year, within the first 3 years, and within the first 5 years. And we talk about goal setting and how to just get to your goals little by little. Next, you really need to focus on what is your priority. Is your priority in this current moment while you're newly postpartum to have a super clean house right now? No. Your priority is to just be able to have a slow morning with your baby and be able to sit down and enjoy a coffee. That is your luxury for this current moment. It is not being able to snap back. It is not being able to just be able to get back to where you were before. It's to be able to even have the mental space to maybe go grab a coffee. That person's chapter in their life, that's their luxury for this moment. For me right now, my luxury is being able to start saving money for my kids' future little by little, even if that means $25 a month, and really just to start even thinking about how I'm going to shape my future and how I'm going to create a business for my future. That is my luxury. And again, also keeping a clean house. That's another luxury for myself. And just even doing like little things. Like I'm saving $5 for a coffee every single month. That's my treat to myself. Being able to go to a high-end coffee shop every Friday and work from home. That's my treat to myself. That is my luxury during this season and during this chapter. Taking small little trips here and there is my luxury for myself during this season. It's not my millionaire luxury that I want to work toward, but for now, this is what I am experiencing and I'm enjoying it because I do get to, have the option to move my workout to my lunch break. That is my option right now. So just want to end it with, what does luxury look like for you? I want to see you describe it in the comments. Like really after listening to this video, I want you to really think about what it means for you. And lastly, like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Up next, we'll be talking about how to describe luxury for yourself and how to actually work toward it. See you.